6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning to you. It's Sugar Mash, Christmas, Carnival. All the best December has to bring happens here in St. Kitts Nevis. Good morning.
Including people feeling funny.
Yes, that too. Well, that's not the best. That's the worst. I was going to address that later.
Good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Good morning, Jamster. How are you doing today?
No, how are you doing?
I'm trying my best.
I'm more concerned about how you are doing. Yeah.
I almost didn't make it this morning because I already said I messaged Shirin and I messaged Azard and I messaged in the chat. She sent me some good wishes to get well, but then I said, you know what, let me push. And yeah, I'm here.
Okay. And that tea should help.
Well, I don't know, but I don't want to get anybody sick, so I don't know if I want to move my mask.
Oh, it's like a flu-like thing. Oh, so like...
no, I just have a sore throat.
Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah, okay.
And I was stuffy this morning, but I drank some tea and it kind of cleared.
Okay. What's...
Morning to everyone as well, and wishing that everyone is doing well out there. It is, the Carnival Christmas season. Mm-hmm. I was also told that today is Jamdong's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Jamdong. So he's bringing drinks and cake?
Well, I hope so. If he's listening, which he usually is, happy birthday. You could call in and confirm. And we want to say, if today is your birthday, that we wish you well, and everyone else celebrating birthday today.
Yes. Happy birthday, Jamzone. Okay.
Yes. On that note, yesterday in Anguilla, we realized the news was circulating and that there was a shooting at a funeral, and that left 2 persons dead and several persons injured. So 2 persons were shot dead and several others were injured while attending a funeral ceremony in Anguilla. The Royal Anguilla Police Force says the double fatal shooting occurred yesterday afternoon, at the Sandy Ground Cemetery. The police forces state that the victims of this horrific incident include an 18-year-old man and a 74-year-old man, and their lives were tragically cut down. In response to the incident, law enforcement agencies have launched an active investigation to bring those responsible to justice. And there's a quote from them that says, "We are committed to ensuring the safety and security of our community, and we need your assistance in this matter." So the Royal Anguilla Police Force is appealing to anyone who may have witnessed the incident or has been related or has any related information to come forward. It is also urging all residents to remain vigilant and look out for another during these troubling times. Wow. Imagine imagine the fear and in the faces of persons who were there, attending a funeral is not an easy thing. And so while attending a funeral, there is a shootout.
And then your funeral have to be planned.
Wow.
I feel sorry for both gentlemen because one, he didn't get to live his life fully. Mm-hmm. That's the 18-year-old. And then the 74-year-old, the man just enjoying his 70 years and 10 plus some, and this is what you do.
Yeah.
It's like we have no heart in this world anymore.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, you look at it and you say, you don't even keep a funeral service ceremony sacred in the fact that you respect that someone has
and
passed.
It's at the burial ground, so the person's being buried now, and you decide you're going to bury a few more.
Yeah.
Because I heard there are 3 others that are in critical condition. I really hope that story is not true and that they were shot, but they are getting better.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. Those 2 families have to suffer now, along with the family that was already mourning.
Yeah, the tragedy, and looking at that circumstance, you see so many grieving persons in that area, I'm sure, because funeral is filled with the grief.
Yeah.
It's a time when you reflect on the life of an individual who has lived, and you pay your last respects formally, for most persons, to that individual. And to see that not even during that time could there be a sense of security is very alarming. And of course, it shows how bold persons are at this point in time, and especially in such a small country. When I say population of Anguilla is even smaller than St. Kitts, so you
true.
know, it lends itself to be a very close-knit community. The population of Anguilla would be a small town somewhere, you understand? And so one looks at the situation, and you know, it's really sad. Really sad what has happened. Again, condolences to the grieving family, those who have been injured. We wish you a speedy recovery.
Indeed. And there's on other news scene, and this is also from Luke, U.S. released an ally of Venezuela's president in a swap. So the Biden administration has released a close ally of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in a swap for jailed Americans, the Associated Press has learned. Alex Saab, who was arrested on a U.S. warrant for money laundering in 2020, was released from custody Wednesday in exchange. Maduro will free some, if not all, of the roughly dozen U.S. citizens who remain in prison in Venezuela, according to a person familiar with the situation, who was not authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke on condition of anonymity. The White House declined to comment. On Friday and again on Monday, 2 docket entries were filed on the seal in a long dormant criminal case out of a federal court in Miami, an indication that a behind-the-scenes deal was in the works. The deal between Washington and Caracas represents the U.S. government's latest bid to improve relations and bring back imprisoned Americans. The move, likely to be the largest release of American prisoners since an October 2022 deal that freed 7, came just weeks after the U.S. agreed to temporarily suspend some sanctions after Maduro's socialist government and a faction of its opposition formally resolved to work together on a series of basic conditions for the next presidential election. So the U.S. has long accused Saab of being a bagman for Maduro. Saab's release would be seen as a major concession to Maduro, the South American country's authoritarian leader, who is himself the target of a $15 million U.S. reward for anyone bringing him to New York to face drug trafficking charges. Wow. The deal is also likely to anger the Venezuelan opposition, who have of late criticized the White House for standing by as the leader of the OPEC nation has repeatedly outmaneuvered the U.S. government after Trump administration maximized pressure campaign failed to topple him. In October, the White House eased sanctions on Venezuela oil industry, promising to reimpose the restrictions if Maduro, by November the 30th, did not live up to his promise to pave the way for free and fair elections next year. So, yeah, it's quite a lengthy article, but I hope all of the Americans that are imprisoned in Venezuela get to go home.
Yeah, you know there's a whole bunch of diplomatic maneuvering going on behind the scenes on all sorts of levels with reference to oil supply because of the Ukraine war, because of the Americans' insistence that Venezuela have fully democratic elections next year, and then you have this you have the Guyana Venezuela mess on top of all of that. So I imagine there's all sorts of things going on in the background, which leads us back to our Prime Minister going off to St. Vincent. We need to do away with the insularity and we need to be more circumspect in the way we look at ourselves and how we relate to the rest of the world and more immediately our region. Him going off, I mean, we could have a war. You never know. He could be the deciding factor. Our Prime Minister could be the deciding, and even if he isn't, he is. You guys confirmed that he's the head of the OACS, right? So
he
yes,
went.
he needed to be there.
He went there in relation to negotiations.
Well, if you were having those people there, he's the head of the OECS. They would ask him
And
to
remember
come.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Did he go there in relation to the negotiations? Was something?
Well, it would be
I-
logical to assume.
But was something placed in the news to say that he went there?
Something.
that?
Well, that's a different matter. But
Yeah, no.
I want to deal with this. I want.
No, I'm just asking. You said that he probably went there
Yeah.
to negotiate and to be a part of the process. What I'm asking
But no,
is,
that's not what I said.
what you
I said, well, he's the head of the OECS, so you would
OECS.
expect him to be invited.
yeah, but
Yes.
I'm asking, was there any information indicating
Because
that he
I'm
was
sure when Mr. Gonzalez said
No.
he probably told him first.
I'm just asking whether or not, because I didn't see anything stating it. I'm just saying, was there something that said that he was a part and he attended the meeting?
Oh, attended that particular
Yeah.
meeting? No.
Well, there wasn't anything, but
But I
we
guess
can't-
all
we
the
can't assume.
CELAC, OECS, OAS, all of those were there, right?
Exactly. So why would he not be there? Him being the head
CARICOM?
of the,
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
saying.
so.
I'm just
Uh-huh.
asking.
Uh-huh.
Listen to what the question I'm asking. You're saying that he probably went there. To,
Probably. That's the operative
Yeah.
word. Probably.
Probably,
Okay.
And I'm saying we.
And
are
in
not-
all likelihood.
And
you
I'm
know?
saying we can't go on a probably. You understand?
Yeah, but I'm not going that granular with you, really.
No, I'm not going granular at all. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying
that you.
this sounds like politics for the sake.
It's
This
not-
sounds like politics and
it's not
opposition for the sake of opposition.
It's not
Let's be
politics.
reasonable and just leave
Jamsa,
it.
just listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're making a statement that he
Mhm.
was a part of the process. It is an international situation, a regional situation. I'm just asking whether or not there was communication indicated that he was a part of the process and he went there to be a part
Oh, not
as
not
the
that I saw.
chairman.
Not that I saw.
And that's all I'm asking.
Okay,
No.
but I know
Nothing
you're asking that for a particular reason.
I'm not asking it for a particular reason. I'm just saying if
But what's
informa-
wrong? But what's wrong if you're asking? I mean, I'm gonna hammer you anyway. But
All I'm,
I mean,
all I'm saying, Jamsa, is that
Oh
he's the Prime
boy,
Minister of
yeah.
St. Kitts and Nevis. If there's nothing official saying that he was a part of the meeting, you're just assuming that he was a part of the meeting.
So Azad wants to know,
Confirmation was he part of the meeting?
oh, I thought you wanted to know in particular
no,
why
I know,
is it he went down.
I
No,
know,
no,
I know where
no.
he's going with this, right? So
No,
that's why.
I'm not going.
I know where
anywhere
he go.
with
I know
this.
where he's going.
All I'm asking
no.
is that you're making an assertion, but I'm asking be
You want
supported
facts.
by facts.
You want
That's
facts.
all.
No, well, like I was saying, that whole other thing about him saying it. That's kind of a separate issue.
No, I'm just
and
saying.
I agree that's a key issue as well
I'm-
because we know transparency is not really their strong
Yeah, so
suit,
I'm just
right?
asking because we're just assuming if there's no information that says he went there for that and he has such a high position. 'Cause I did confirm that he is the head of the OECS, and if no communication is forthcoming to indicate that he went for that meeting, then can we really say that he went for that meeting and make assertions?
Okay.
That's all I'm
Yeah,
asking.
Okay.
yeah.
And I'm saying that I didn't hear anything, and that's
No,
why I
neither
asked
did I,
whether or
neither
not
did I.
everybody here
No.
heard
Understood.
anything.
I'm not.
No, no.
I wasn't jamming you really.
No.
Well, but I just I like
But
to
I
needle.
meant-
You
I
know, I like
know.
to needle you
But
about
I
the.
maintain my point.
You know?
I happy I came, because I don't want my two fellas fighting.
Yes.
Guys, we're just kidding. No
Okay.
fights happen.
No
We
fights
can agree to
happen.
disagree.
20 minutes after 8 o'clock, referee Kortensia and me and the daily cage match called Island Tea.
I'm over here. I'm
Bush
over
tea,
here. Yes.
teacup, everything.
Somebody's calling. Let's see what-
Good morning, caller.
Okay, wait.
We lost the caller.
No,
Sorry,
usually,
you can call back.
They usually come in twos. Caller, go right
Huh?
ahead. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Good
Hey, what's up?
morning.
Jumping.
Hey,
Let us keep it real. You are not supposed to be having this conversation. Every time the Prime Minister leaves this country, we are supposed to know what he's going for.
absolutely.
You all ain't supposed to have this conversation.
Absolutely. That's what
You
I
all ain't
said.
supposed to have. You understand?
yeah.
Because he's supposed to come back and say, well, he was invited and he, through the head of the state, we ain't supposed to be having no debate on this conversation. No time at all. Because the previous government, every time they go and they come back, they tell us what they went for, where they get, but we ain't hearing nothing. So where we be? We going back to the dogs? That we got to beg them to open their mouth to say, well, we went for this or we went for that? No, man, Jamsky. And Azard is right. He just asking a question, don't hammer him. Do not hammer him. Hammer the Prime Minister. Don't hammer him. He's
Okay.
not
No, but
Azad.
no, I agree with you. I actually agree with you. But what I was telling Azad is that okay, I of course I can't see that we need transparency. We always bawl about that here.
Yes.
But I just my thing was it was a separate issue in terms of people saying he shouldn't have gone because our budget
No,
was
but I
going
didn't
on.
touch that.
No,
I
well,
just-
no.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting him know because
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Don't get me wrong. And Azad knows I agree with him.
Oh,
And
thank you,
Yeah.
James. Though. Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah,
saying that. Thank you, caller too.
But let me tell
Yeah.
you something again.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something again. This country ain't deserve to know when, where, and how, and why they're going. We need to know. We need to know that he going today, and somebody got to come on and Z to say where he going for and where he. That's excuses. That's excuses. We is the government. Them they're working for us. We're supposed to ask them, and they got this thing twisted. Make
Amen.
them easier.
Amen.
Anyway, Jamsey.
Yes, you have a great and,
And
Merry
everyone
Christmas.
there.
Yes, Merry
We
Christmas.
need to know on an early basis. If they call you no and you're going January, you have to let us know. You understand? In advance. We deserve the kind of treatment.
I agree.
Anyway, Merry Christmas, and I hope a bright and prosperous 2024, and I hope things get better under this government, because we're going to have a big demonstration. A 93, but no backland stone. We're going to have it.
Okay.
Understand?
Well, okay. Well,
We take too much.
let's keep it.
You
clean.
have a blessed
Yeah. Okay.
day.
Great.
Have a great day, caller.
Let's take
Thank
another
you so
call.
much.
Thank you
Take
for your
another call,
contribution. Island T, good morning.
Good morning. I think there's a rule or regulation, whatever you want to call it, understanding that even ordinary civil servants, when they're going away, they have to say where they're going as part of the request for leave. Say where they're going and at least leave an address or something like that. Okay? Public servants. I would imagine that the same should obtain for whatever level in the public service you are, including ministers of government.
Mhm.
All right? There's always this hesitation when it comes to high public officials as to what is private and what is public. If it's a private visit somewhere, then just say it's private and that's it. You don't have to give details. Okay? If it's public business that is being executed, of course the public has a right to know. Okay? To me, that's just part of what you're signed up for. Right? You're a public official, and therefore a lot of things that you do should be made public. I mean, if you look at what obtains in other jurisdictions, for instance, even details like medical procedures and those things are made public. It's public information. Okay? And because, as far as they're concerned, you work for us, we should know the state of your health, etc., etc., etc. Okay? I'm not saying that we should go that far.
No.
Okay, it's probably more important for the President of the United States than us, us lowly countries. But the fact is, we should make the distinction, whether you're going on private or public matters, right? And stop keeping things like this so close to your chest. You mentioned the lack of transparency. What's the big deal about saying that you're going to for a meeting?
Okay, so let me
No.
see. I pulled it up, and it says Sinks and Nevis PM participates in meeting to resolve Guyana-Venezuela issue. And it says here, it's a press release. So it says the meeting was convened by Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ralph Gonzalez, as President Pro. Okay, then. During the meeting, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, so it seems that he did go to attend. But the question that I was asking, because I really want to be fair here, I wasn't trying to cast any light here or there. I basically was just asking a question if you had seen, anyone in this room had seen an article that he went for that. So I just did a Google search of it, and I see in this news, because I want to be fair to all persons, and it says Sinks and Nevis PM participates in meeting to resolve Guyana and Venezuela.
So it was,
yes.
in fact,
Yeah.
so there was in fact an announcement that, an official announcement that he had gone away on
I'm seeing it in newsinvasion24.com. That's where I'm seeing it from. WINNFM also has SKN Prime Minister reports on recent meeting between Guyana and Venezuela. So, okay. So, yeah, let me just be clear. I wasn't being political in any way. I was just asking a question as to whether or not. And then I Google it just to make sure, because I want to be fair to all parties concerned. But the point I'm making, whether or not we here had seen something. Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't seen anything. And but well, I guess to be fair to, we should probably go back and look at his wrap-up address, because I think I heard there was a bit in the news where I think he touched on it. So I imagine he would have probably given a report about about his involvement and about the proceedings and so on. Caller, go right ahead. Hey, go ahead.
Good there.
I'm good. Everyone is good?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are.
Thanks.
Okay, 21st of December. Jam down. Blessed out there. More life, more life. Blessed love.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he just wanted to give Jam Down his birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday greetings.
I mean, that's good. That's really good.
Jam Down, make sure you bring some sorrel and whatever it is you get today.
Some Christmas cake.
I hope you eat ham. I hope you're a ham eating rasta.
Yes.
Okay. It's 8:28. You know, we have a segment coming up at 8:30. So I'm just waiting to hear the doorbell in a bit.
Oh, yes.
I just sent you guys the National Security Advisors. I just sent you. So
SKNIS has it as well.
yeah, so we can probably play that after the interview. So it's going to be interesting.
You mean the interview with the National Security?
Not the interview, sorry, the statement.
Oh, you mean the
Yes.
statement with the Prime Minister?
No, the National Security Advisor.
Okay
Dr.
then.
Lionel Rollins.
Oh, okay then. No problem.
Let's go back to the phones. It's 8:29. Go right ahead, caller.
Yes.
That's the studio.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
That's WINNFM.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yes, the lady was just talk. She's so right because they show at the foot now and tell Jam down all the best for your birthday.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes. So let me just read the statement, please,
Yeah,
so we
sure.
could clarify
Sure.
everything. It says, Prime Minister Jew travels to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for Guyana-Venezuela border dispute. He says, and this is SKNIS now, press secretary. So he says, following the opening statement of the budget debate, Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Jew, has embarked on a diplomatic mission to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The urgent meeting, which has been convened with other Caribbean community heads of government, is being under the auspices of the Community of States of Latin America and the Caribbean. The meeting addresses critical matters related to the ongoing border controversy between Guyana and Venezuela. Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez, as President of SELEC, will facilitate crucial talks between Presidents Ali of Guyana and Maduro of Venezuela. The discussion aims to navigate the complexity of long-standing border dispute, fostering a diplomatic resolution that upholds regional stability and cooperation. And he said Prime Minister Drew's proactive engagement underscores the commitment of CARICOM leaders to address regional challenges collaboratively. The diplomatic efforts within SELEC demonstrate a united front in seeking peaceful resolution to disputes that impact the broader Caribbean community. Okay. So there was a statement issued. Okay, great. So we could go into...
Let's take the break because
No problem.
You just rolled over to 8:31. We can get
Yes.
the break, and hopefully the guests will show up in the next few moments. Probably.
Awesome, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM. 'Tis the season to celebrate those driving significant changes in the Caribbean. Those in the arenas of hospitality, education, finance, manufacturing, retail, healthcare, and logistics, who help to make our people's dreams come true. CNW Business thanks you all for your contribution to our region's development. We are proud to serve you, a community of talented and resilient people dedicated to making a real impact. Because truly, we are all the Caribbean. Happy holidays from CNW Business.
Here are your Horsford Value Mart IGA special.
Running December 14th to the 27th.
The more you shop, the more you save.
In December, get the double points when you shop at Value Mart.
Now, our Value Club Christmas specials. Pringles chips, just $9.99. Pearl Pancake Mix, $12.49. Nestle Splash, $9.99. Dole Folds, $14.99. Post Great Grains cereals, $18.99. Chaborni Greek yogurt, $5.69. And now our very low weekly
value deals. Essential everyday apple juice, $6.99. Essential everyday party and dry roasted peanuts, $12.99. IGN Essential everyday flour, $9.99. IGN Essential everyday cereals, $9.99. Handy Fall roaster pans, $5.99. Dial Software, $11.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart for this Christmas and get double points for more rewards today.
En la temporada de Navidad continuamos con las recompensas y los puntos dobles. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en
Value Mart.
The Caribbean Lottery's newest scratch game is sweeping the nation. It's the #1 gift for this holiday season.
Wait, what is he talking about?
The new Christmas Frenzy scratch game for just $5 and loads of chances to win up to $1,000.
Christmas Frenzy, that's the best gift for me this Christmas.
That's right! Play Christmas Frenzy from the Caribbean Lottery for just $5 and get loads of chances to win up to $1,000.
Oh, what fun it is to win on a Christmas Frenzy game.
Available at Caribbean Lottery retail agents island-wide. Must be ages 21 and over to play.
$8:34, Island Tea time, St. Kitts Nevis time, Sugar Mash in Christmas time. And you know what time it is as well? It's time to hear more about the Sandy Point Benevolent Society, and we've got Sherman here
morning.
for round 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so we're talking here about the Sandy Point Benevolent Society, and they have a number of activities that they are going to be doing, especially around the Christmas holiday season. So, Ms. Stevens, could you indicate to those listening? I know you were here before, but it's always good to have you in studio, and it's always good to talk about the good things that your society has been doing for the people, not only Sandy Point, because the last time you came here, you said you expanded it, and its persons, it's far-reaching across the nation.
We have, Mr. Gumbs. And so, yes, I'm here again this morning to talk about our event that is coming up on the 26th of this month over at the Marriott. It's our 11th gala. And on the 31st, we are having a boat ride. Mm-hmm. And so we are trying to encourage as many persons to work with us and help us raise funds so that we can give back so others can move forward.
So all of the participants from New York and Anguilla and everywhere, have they arrived just yet to partake in some of the festivities?
They are coming in by the droves.
Oh,
I mean, today we're going to see the influx today, and persons are calling every day. We want tickets, you know. So, yes, they're coming in from all over.
Okay, good stuff. So how are plans going as the event quickly approaches? Because we know the event is next Tuesday, right?
Yes, it is.
So how are plans going?
So far, so good. You know, like anything else, you have a few glitches here and there, but for the most part, everything is on point and ready for Tuesday.
Oh,
yes. So tell us what's happening next week, Tuesday.
Yeah, So the gala,
Yes.
our guest speaker for that event would be the Honorable Joyal Clark, Senator Clark. Yes, she is an alumni of Sandy Point High School. I actually taught her in school. I think she's an awesome student, and this is her way of giving back to us. She actually said when we approached her, she said, I could never say no to that. So
It's
she
always
was
good
happy.
when former students give back to the community
Yes.
and everything like that. It's wonderful,
Yes,
wonderful.
it is. And I think I would have mentioned before that we are honoring 5 persons in the community in 5 different areas of sports. We have Stuart Rollins, aka DAF, community outreach. We have James Pemberton, aka Bunny. You know, everybody know him in the track and field arena
Yes.
for years.
Also
On
the Boys Brigade. I know him
Boys
from the Boys Brigade
right,
as
yes.
well. Yes.
I'm actually a member of the Second St. Kitts Boys Brigade, and I've worked with him. And yes, he's an awesome
You know,
individual.
I was once a part of the Second St. Kitts Boys Brigade.
Seriously?
Yes,
Okay,
yes. So it's
great.
cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Look at Azard this morning.
And then in the area of education, we have Mrs. Alexandrina Caesar. Yes. Did I miss anyone? Is that 5?
I'm hoping that it's 5.
I hope I did not miss anyone.
So, okay. So, and if anyone is missed, there's no ill intention, you
No,
know.
it's not.
Because such a busy time during this time, and so many things are happening, you know. And for us to engage early
Did I
in the
say
morning.
in culture we have a Star Shield?
Oh, you didn't
Yeah,
say
I think
that.
that was the one.
Yes, Star
Oh,
Shield.
okay.
Have Miss
Yeah.
Star Shield,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
So everybody's mentioned now
Yes.
because I didn't
Yes.
start shit before.
Star Shield is the Calypsonian.
Yes.
Yes.
He's happy to be there, and
So it sounds like a wonderful time. I know you indicated. Did you say the price for the tickets?
yeah, tickets are $300 EC dollars or 115 US dollars. For the boat ride, it's 65 EC dollars. The band that we are gonna have that night would be Grandmasters and DJ Firehouse.
Wonderful.
Yes. Food and drinks will be on sale.
Okay, cool. And so, what are some of the activities that you guys have this fundraiser, and they go towards certain initiatives?
Yes.
What are some of the initiatives? I know you mentioned it the last time. So, for persons who were not fortunate to hear it the last time, tell us again.
Yes, what we do, we raise funds to give back. So it's mainly in the area of education. We have given outside of education, but typically most of it goes towards education purposes. So we would take from the feeder schools into Sandy Point High School, the top students from each feeder school, and we follow them from primary school right through to CFBC. And if after CFBC they wish to go on, we follow them
University.
there as well. In addition to that, we community outreach programs. If someone had a fire, they need assistance, we've assisted there. There was a young lady who needed assistance with housing. We assisted there. A young lady who needed assistance with medical, getting a medical bed. We provided that bed, so stuff like that. We've given to the Poxon Hospital a television. We've given so many things to the high school, too numerous to mention. Yes.
Good
So we
morning,
have
sir.
Mr. Hodge here.
Mr. Hodge has just graced us with his lovely presence. Mr. Hodge, I like your shirt.
As always.
He's always dapper, innit?
Yes, he
Yes.
is. That he is.
He seems like he doesn't age at all. I don't know if it's something in the Sandy Point water, the Sandy Point food for both of you.
And you see, they both taught. And
Yes.
of course, Mr. Hodge, when I was in CFBC, I wanted to know who was Mr. Hodge because everybody spoke about the principal that used to
Yes,
and
yes.
everybody revered him, right? Everybody revered him.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah,
He
we
had
need
some-
some more
For real.
principals like
He
Mr.
had some-
Mr. Hodge, you sure you don't want to go back and teach and help
Mr.
what's
Hodge,
happening?
I went to school with people. They were always honestly, always Gary Edwards, all these. They always
Always
used
spoke
you
about
used to
Mr.
come up in
Hodge.
conversations all the time.
Mr. Hodge was famous, and I had the opportunity to meet him finally last year.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
Yes.
One of the things we would like to do this morning, the cable is one of our titanium sponsors. And so they donated a number of packages. And so we would like to give away one of those packages today. If someone can call in, we're going to ask a question, and if they can call in with the correct response, we'll give them that.
So listeners, I hope you're ready. So
Mr. Hodge will give them the challenge of the question.
okay, and no, he doesn't have his strap, so you don't have to worry.
It might be in my waist. Okay, good morning to the St. Kitts Nevis public. Yes, this is our 11th annual awards gala. Coming to St. Kitts, it's an SPBS celebration. The first gala was held in 2011 in New York City, in the Bronx. We would like for somebody to call in and say under whose patronage the first banquet was held. The 11th annual is held under my patronage, and I feel very honored to extend my patronage on this occasion. So the question is, under whose patronage was the inaugural SPBS gala held?
I wonder if I can take part in this, because I don't even know.
Let me hide the answer.
He got me. Yes. So callers, I hope you were listening the last time they were here, and I hope that you have that answer ready. So feel free to call in when you are ready to win your prize.
I can give a hint. It's a Sandy Pointer. It's a Sandy Pointer.
Is it Mr. Hodge?
No. This is the first time I'm extending my patronage.
Yes. I'm just ensuring that they're listening.
Yes. So give the question again, Mr. Hodge.
On whose patronage was the inaugural SPBS gala held? It was held in New York City in 2011. And the hint I'm giving at the moment, the clue, it's a Sandy Pointer. So I just want to say that within a couple of days, literally hundreds of Sandy Point High School graduates, Charles E. Mills graduate as well, alumni from the Sandy Point High School / Charles E. Mills will be, should I use the word flocking, to the Marriott for our 11th annual gala. Now, hundreds of people are coming from overseas, a lot of past students. I'm telling you, we have more graduates from Sandy Point High School who live abroad than who are living in St. Kitts.
Oh.
Wow.
And so,
That's good, though.
we're getting calls saying, hey, hold 2 tickets, hold 3 tickets, and so on. This is going to be a sellout crowd, right? We're just on the cusp of that. So we are encouraging persons to come out, our local persons who are resident here. Our beneficiaries are our schools. The Charles E. Mills is our primary beneficiary. Yes. And we are looking for a good and solid representation from that school. We have primary schools in Sandy Point, in Newton Grong, in St. Paul's. They too are beneficiaries. Our tagline, and this came up with one of our members just in ordinary conversation. We give back so others could move forward. You know, when I said those words, it just gave me goosebumps. We give back.
Very powerful words.
Yes, so others could move forward.
I like that.
I love that as well.
The children of the Charles E. Mills Secondary, Sandy Point Primary, Newton Grong Primary, St. Paul's Primary, we are giving back so that they can move forward. You know, coming in, I heard the president talking about all the various things that we have given. And we have gone beyond the schools. The Sandy Point Methodist Church, the Emmanuel Methodist Church. We were the first Methodist church, I would think, in St. Kitts, if not the first, the first church to get monitors in the church. And it was the SPBS that gave the first monitor to the Emmanuel Methodist Church. Yeah.
Big steps.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes. Our primary school is currently celebrating its 40th anniversary. The school opened the day before our independence. Okay. Yes. And in our last meeting, we are discussing that we have to give a gift to our primary school. So that's on the table. That's something we have to tackle. And we're looking forward to doing that. So,
You know, I must commend the residents, the persons from the Sandy Point area. I mean, the camaraderie, the
Yes.
sense of national,
Pride.
community pride.
Yes.
You know,
Sandy Point
yes, Sandy Point pride. It's overwhelming, and I you know, we look at it and we see it, and I just want other communities to, you know, take that and be so proud of their communities and be able to do likewise in terms of their communities and giving back to their communities.
you know, we have a standing joke that when we go abroad and people ask us where we're from, we say we're from Sandy Point. And then they want to know which country is that.
I would
Biggest
even
town in
I would
St.
even make the joke to say that Sandy Point is so to itself that it has a whole constituency.
Of
Constituency number 5 is strictly Sandy Point based.
Of
The,
course,
the
absolutely.
the Texas of St. Kitts.
Yes.
That's what I say, honestly.
And the pride that the generations would have had, because they all I from Sandy Point, straight up. So that's good.
Yes.
Okay, so
No one.
no one has called in here with the question.
You may have to
The
change
answer?
that question, Mr.
I can give another.
We
clue.
have a call.
Oh, we have
Okay.
a call. Okay.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Hi, caller. Go right ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Jamston, everybody there. Is the answer Mr. Manchester?
No, good question.
I mean, answer.
Good answer. Sorry. In fact, Mr. Manchester
you
was
want me to
our
try again?
first principal, but he.
Yes, Miss Henry. Try again.
Yes.
My name, Pat, I forget, he was the permanent secretary. Pat, my name again.
Pat Williams.
Sorry.
No, man. Oh, God. Pat. His wife died the other day.
You know it. Say it. I don't know if
Pat
that's the
Fowler.
answer. I don't know if that's the answer. Yeah?
That's not the answer, though.
Oh, it's not the answer, Miss Henry. You have to try again.
That's not the
Please.
answer,
Alright,
though.
then.
I'll give another hint. It was a lady.
Okay, that's a huge hint. It eliminates 50%
Yes.
of the.
Yes, it was a lady.
Boy, I think I know, I may not need to look over that, but I will let the radio public call in.
An alumni of the Sandy Point High School.
Okay.
Azard, you have a clue?
Well-known lady.
Share the gift.
We are giving away. Is a ticket to the gala?
No.
Oh, I thought it was a
One
ticket
of
to the gala.
package from the cable.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, it's a gift from the cable. You might be
Yes.
in for something great.
Yes. So, guys, come on. Those persons who might just be joining in. The question, Mr. Hodge, yet again. The question.
Yes, so it's name the person under whose distinguished patronage the inaugural gala was held in 2011 in New York City. I can give another question. Who was the speaker on that occasion? Who was the speaker at the first gala? The person is also a Sandy Pointer. The person is now deceased. It's a male, a male scientist. And I'm telling you, he rocked the house. He rocked the house with an address. And he had no script. He had no script.
I can't guess that one.
He was a politician. I mean, we're virtually giving away all this information.
What? He was a politician?
He was a politician here in St. Kitts?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I think.
I'm almost tempted to say something, but no, I won't.
That would be giving away
Robert L.
too
Bradshaw?
much.
Beg your pardon?
I don't. I feel so.
No.
I don't feel so.
His Excellency, Sir Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw was already deceased.
Call.
Caller, go ahead. You're
I
live
think
on
I know
Island
that
T.
answer.
I don't know the answer.
Did he write a book?
Yes, I think he
Okay.
probably wrote more than one book.
Okay,
Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, I think I know the answer.
Is it Rosabelle Warner?
No, it wasn't, but God bless us all. She
was
would
a-
have
he
been
was
one
a
of our
Warner,
patrons for
right?
sure. Beg your pardon?
It was a Warner.
No, it wasn't a Warner. An next clue, the person actually is in the diplomatic field.
Oh, Jacinth Martin?
Martin, yes, you're quite right. Jacinth Henry Martin. Her Excellency Jacinth Henry Martin was our first patron. Yes.
See, I knew it, you know.
But in the interest of fairness,
course you did.
in the interest of fairness, I love Miss Henry, but should we have let her have, take like multiple stabs at the same question?
Well, nobody else
Well,
is
somebody else called.
Okay, all right.
And we applaud her effort.
Okay.
Yes.
Miss Henry.
Miss Henry, Miss Henry, I'm not hating. I'm just,
You know, Miss Henry's
Yeah, congratulations, Miss Henry.
So we she
give
can
it
call.
to Candace.
She
Who there? Candace or artist, whoever it is there.
Kortensia.
Well, give it to the female.
Okay.
Wait, you giving your gift forward? You paying it forward?
Awesome. Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, thank you.
How many females there too?
No, just one.
Well, two are here,
Well,
but
one is a guest.
One is the guest.
Yeah, so she
with Mr. Hodge.
So yeah, she's
the next
automatically
one for
disqualified.
She said the next one for Azard.
Thank you so much.
Miss Henry love these guys.
But it's only one gift right now. Kortensia, she made it through even though she didn't feel well this morning. So that gift is well deserved. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I should have guessed.
Yeah, and I want to say something. Our members are committed. You see this event coming up? We are putting our hands in our pocket. Now, I'm the patron. I'm supposed to walk in there in style and have my seat. I'm doing that, but I'm putting my hand in my pocket and paying my $300 easy dollars.
Nice.
Because I understand the cause.
That's
Our
commendable.
president, everybody's doing likewise. Those from the U.S. chapter, those from the Sinkis chapter, and those from the Anguilla chapter. Yeah, we are putting up. When we have a function, that is it. We do a breakfast on the Saturday before Easter, and that's coming up soon because Easter is towards the end of March. Yeah.
Here again.
It's $20 for the ticket, or $25 by now, and we cook. We cook. I used to do my famous bullfoot soup. We cook, we donate, and we still pay for our ticket because we understand the cause.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is something I want the public to get across, to understand that we're not in this for what we could get out of it.
Yeah.
We are in it to see how we can give back.
So others can move forward.
So others could move forward.
Yeah.
It was Trevor Cherry Duggins. He used to be a teacher at Sandyburn High School. He's also the brother of Stephen Duggins. It was he who, in a conversation in one of our meetings, just came up with the phrase, just said it, and we captured it because it was just so fitting.
I know you asked a question about the first speaker.
Speaker, yes.
Is that prize still there? Or?
Yes, the prize is still there. The first speaker in 2011, politician now deceased from Sandy Point.
I think I know who it.
Yeah, he was a scientist.
No cheating.
He was a scientist.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't think he was successful at the poll.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Azard, you cannot
Says his teacher.
She
cannot answer.
She taught
No
me English
answer.
at the Washington Archibald High School.
He
Azard,
cannot
you
answer.
Not allowed.
Yes. I'm being a good boy.
So Miss Henry have to work for him. He waiting for his prize.
Yes, Miss Henry. I know you know this answer, Miss Henry.
Yeah. I'm going to give a family clue. He was actually the brother to Mrs. Rennick, who was the wife of the owner of the Battle Shoe Store. You guys too young to know the Battle Shoe Store?
No,
I know the Battle Shoe
Trust
is
me.
right where Lucky is now.
Yes.
Of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
So
was the
mi- mi-
location before that? Though?
Not where Casab was? Not where
No.
Casab is?
No.
Okay, no, I don't know that one then.
Right here, right there by
Where?
you come down 4th Street. That
It's across from where
Sugar,
the location that you recall.
Lucky?
It's across from
right
where?
in the corner.
You
right.
mean where
that
Where?
perfume store?
Ashbury.
Ashbury?
Ashbury, yes.
Oh, okay. No, I don't
Yes,
remember the Ashbury's
yes,
location. I
yeah.
just remember that location where
Yeah.
Lucky's is.
So the owner was a Mr. Rennick. His wife was a secretary at UWI Center,
Okay.
Mrs. Rennick. Yeah, it was her brother by father's side. Yeah. Their father was a joiner in Sandy Point. The only joiner I knew growing up. Used to do some great work.
Come on, guys.
We virtually give away that.
Yes.
Giving away
You
that.
have
Mr. Hodge
so
is
much
giving up
clues.
wealth of information concerning who that person is. So come on, guys, call in. Their prizes to be won. Maybe even a ticket to the gala.
Yes, yes.
Or the boat ride.
We'll that's right. The boat ride is coming up on the 31st.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward for your support as well, especially persons who come in from overseas and, haven't seen the beauty of our land from the sea. It's awesome. Yes. So we really would like to encourage persons.
Did you folks practice these linkages that I'm seeing happening here? Because the two of you just said the exact same thing at the exact same time.
Well, we are in every
because we're both on the
meeting.
same page.
Okay.
We know what we're working towards, that common cause.
Yes.
We know what it takes.
So what time is this boat ride? Is it an evening boat ride where you see the sunset?
It actually begins at 4 and we return at 8. So for persons who have to attend any ball or have to go to church, we are a church praying people.
Yeah.
So you get back in time to go to church.
Yes. Yes.
Well, let's give an easy question. Who is the current president? Let's make it a two-part question. The current president, the president of the U.S. chapter, like you said, the mother chapter, and the president of the local chapter here in St. Kitts.
Okay, let's go to the phone.
Oh, the cars. Right. Miss Henry, come through.
Like she's a superhero, coming through. Island T, good morning, you're live. Oh boy.
Yeah, we missed.
Can we have another?
It's not a matter of missing actually, because sometimes I go to the phone line after one ring and I get a dial tone.
Oh boy.
I see the light flicker once and I go and there's nobody there. So okay, here we go again. Caller, go right ahead. And you actually heard the person's phone was open and then
and then it drops.
Yeah.
Callers keep trying.
They have been issues.
Okay, here we go. Caller, go right ahead. Island T, you're on.
Good morning.
Morning.
The long-standing question regarding the scientist teacher, Dr. Alan Somerset.
That is so correct.
Congrats.
Now, the prize, whatever the prize is there a prize?
Yes, there's a prize.
The prize must be, I'm requesting Mr. Hodge, to a very poor person in Sandy Point who can enjoy what you all are doing.
Oh.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
Okay, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. Is this Mr. Astafan?
All of it.
Yes.
It is, yes.
Dr. Somerset was a good friend of mine and my brother's. Very good.
Yes.
One of the most brilliant minds ever to come out of this country.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you
God
much.
bless.
God bless.
Okay, great.
Okay, so do we have another winner?
Everybody's just paying it forward.
And everyone, is paying it forward. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a nice gesture.
Yeah, because we give back. We
have
give back.
3 then, Mr. Hodge, because you ended up putting out another question.
Yes. Of course.
We got several of them, thank you, from the cable, one of our titanium sponsors. And I think if they're actually upgrades, if you would have had the cable, they're going to upgrade you to the next level.
Okay.
So, yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So the standing question, the question on the floor right now is to name 2 of the presidents, one from the mother chapter in...
The 2 current presidents.
The 2 current presidents, yes.
From the U.S. chapter
of the US chapter,
and the local chapter.
And the local chapter.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I must say that
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I served as president at one time, vice president at another time, and a general secretary of the Sinkis, of the New York chapter, of the United States chapter. Because at that time I was living in Maryland. I lived in Maryland for about 16 years.
I have to get this digging. You guys realize they have a New York chapter, but it's not called the St. Kitts Benevolent Society. It's called the Sandy Point.
They all call that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, they all call that.
Sounds about right for Sandy Point.
You remember what Mr. Hodge said? He said when they're outside and somebody asks where you're from, they say Sandy Point.
Over time we have wrestled with the name because persons are beginning to feel, okay, well, this is a Sandy Point thing and not a Sandy Point High School alumni.
Yeah.
But that's where the Sandy Point come from.
We have
That's
a
where,
call.
that's where it came from, the Sandy Point High School at the time.
Okay. Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T. Do you have the answer to the question?
Yes, the local chapter is Stuart Williams.
Okay. No.
No, I'm sorry, not 100% correct.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. It's not correct. But a good answer, though.
You can try again.
Yeah, keep trying. Yes.
Oh, you know, guys, I looked at the YouTube feed, and there were persons here with the answers.
Really?
Yeah, we have Hugo Williams who said, "Hello, Dr. Summersall," and he said it again, "Hello, Dr. Summersall." He says, "Azard, Dr. Summersall."
So he managed to yell
Yeah,
via,
he had to
via
yell.
text.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he had
Oh
it.
boy.
Oh dear.
Yes,
Oops.
on our YouTube. Yes. So you know yes, that's Hugo
And
Williams.
Hugo also said Miss Williams.
Oh yeah.
Hugo gonna get you, That's why Hugo use your name eventually, Oh boy.
Yes. So Hugo, you're out there and you have the knowledge. I wonder if is Hugo from Sandy Point? I don't know.
Hugo Williams, is it?
Yes.
That's the guy from St. Peter's?
I'm not sure. You know, he could. If you're listening still, you could message on the YouTube and.
And you would answer this time, Azard.
Yes, I know. I just.
If it's Hugo Williams, I'm thinking. Well, is it Hugo Williams? He was married to a Sandy Pointer. Is married to a Sandy Pointer.
Not sure.
I haven't the foggiest.
But it's great things from
Okay.
the town of Sandy Point.
We have a call. Caller, caller, go right ahead.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Henry.
Boy, after I'm going, what you think? I'm so willfully wouldn't pick up my call. The call ring off 4 times. Say, Lord,
I think it was a conspiracy, but it's good nonetheless. It's good nonetheless.
Charles Mills, the young one.
As the president? No, he's not the current president.
Well, he was a president, right?
At one time, I think he would have been a president. Yeah, because the executive rotates. Yeah.
We are looking for the
I'm
current.
trying to help out Azard.
Yeah, I know.
But we are looking for the current president.
Current U.S. president and the current St. Kitts president.
The names are in but
Yes.
I shake up my brain again and come back.
No problem.
Okay.
Don't shake too hard, Miss Henry.
Oh, Hugo Williams says, yes, Mr. Hodge.
Okay, so it's the same Hugo Williams I'm thinking of. Okay, so he is married to a Sandy Pointer.
Ooh, so that's why he got it. Okay. Thank you for listening, Hugo.
Yes.
Sorry we missed your answer.
Yes.
You can get Azard.
Yes, I know.
You can try for this last question.
Yes, Hugo, keep trying. The current president of the local chapter and the current president of the New York chapter. Or the US. Let me say US chapter.
Yes.
Yeah. So, over the years, we have honored several persons. It's quite an extensive list. And they're not all Sandy Pointers. We take from anywhere. There were some persons from St. Kitts who actually made the journey to New York to receive their award. We take the opportunity this year, since that it is in St. Kitts, to, well, I shouldn't say that. It just happens that all of the honorees this year who emerged, because we do this on a voting basis.
Yes.
You know, we have nominees sent in, names are submitted, and then persons have to submit a curriculum vitae or resume or profile, something like that, a bio, for the persons who they're nominating, and then we would review these. All of us would take the opportunity to talk. Like, for example, when the nominees for education came in, I was able to speak on all of the nominees because they were persons I knew well. But there was I only had one vote. I only had one vote. And so.
And it was a keenly contested.
It was a keenly contested, yes. Mrs. Alexandrina Caesar emerged the winner. This lady has been a teacher for many years. She's retired now. She doesn't look it, but I don't want to call her Asian the Year, but she runs a business in Sandy Point. She runs a store, yeah.
And she was my first head teacher at primary school.
Oh, wow.
Awesome
So you got
lady.
lashes on?
No, I didn't. I was one of the nice students. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when I became a head teacher, Mrs. Caesar, there were the senior persons, you know. And as I said that, I should give a shout out to Mrs. Dorothy Clark. Tucker Clark, the clerk of that school name. They were the senior teachers. I was the baby when I became a head teacher. And Mrs. Clark and myself, we developed a very good friendship. And until now, we have that friendship going. So I'd like to give a shout out this morning. Teacher Dorothy, I hope you're having a good day. Yes. And so other persons who in time to come, I'm sure would be nominees, the awardees for education, would be forthcoming. We have Bonnie Pemberton. Bonnie is a community person. From the time he started being the starter for the events, the races at track and field, he has done this continuously for close to 40 years, I'm sure, because he started either just out of high school or somewhere around there. And, he does this. Every school in St. Kitts would get hold of Bonnie to be their starter, until when 2 and 3 schools started having sports there on the same day. He could only be in one place. He has been in the Boys Brigade, a tower of strength. He has served as captain of the Boys Brigade in Deep Bay, in Old Road. And he's now the captain of the 2nd St. Kitts Boys Brigade Company in Emmanuel Methodist Church. Very strong. He was a postman for many years. He was, I like to say, following Kenneth Richards, Sr., that's the Honorable Sean Richards' dad. After he retired, I think Bonnie became the postman. And next to Barker, it's Bonnie in terms of how they did their work.
I think he worked too at the social services.
Yes. In my day, the postman, they walked or they had a bicycle. Now I look at the postman the other day, he's a former student of mine. I saw him driving a vehicle. It's like in the United States, the postmen, they drive, they have the vehicles.
Yes.
So we are getting there. Yes. Xylee, Caris Douglas, he is an entrepreneur. I mean, he's just a community person.
Xylee is one of those persons who puts his money where his mouth is. And anybody who knows Xylee knows he talks. And everybody has to know his position and everything. And he's just a super, super young man. Very enterprising.
Yeah. Well, when the SPBS is having its event and we want transportation, I just call him.
Hello?
Okay,
Hi, good morning, caller. Go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Good morning. The president of the New York chapter, is it Mervyn Richardson? And the president of the St. Kitts chapter is Sherman Stevens?
The answer is half right, but we can't give a half right answer. But it's a good try, excellent try. But
okay.
You're close. You're close, as the young people, the children like to say. I was close.
You can try again.
Until the next call, I just would like to acknowledge some of our sponsors.
Okay.
Right, so we had some titanium sponsors, Island Purified Water. We have Rift Trust, Bullseye, The Cable. Those were our top 4 sponsors. Then we have, as our diamond sponsor, we had Four Seasons Resort. Platinum sponsors, Development Bank, Republic Bank, National Bank, First Federal Credit Union, St. Kitts Tourism Authority, Hillsborough Residences, Royal Logistic, CNC Group of Companies, and the Taiwanese Embassy. These were our top sponsors, and we really would like to send our word of gratitude, extend our heartfelt gratitude, because without these persons, we did have other sponsors in the magazine, but these were the top tier sponsors that were able to put their ads in our magazine and donated to the cause.
Awesome,
Tremendously. So we would really.
I don't know if I
like to
asked.
say thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if I asked this question before, but how do you pick the persons that you'll award every year, what about them stands out that allows them to be nominated or chosen?
Well, as I said, we would have profiles coming in, detailed profiles, and we allow everybody who is in the meeting, before the voting takes place, to actually speak to each candidate, say what they know about these persons, on a personal level and so on. But we look for things that, we look for what people have done for community, a sense of community, and as we say, giving back.
Okay, let's put a pin there. We have a call. Caller, go right ahead.
Hello, I hope as I get it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Sylvia Mills, you plan to honor this time, yes, sir?
No, she was honored already.
She was, because she deserved it.
Yeah, she was honored, a couple of years ago.
She was at the Teachers College when I went there in 72.
So was I. Yeah, she's one of those teachers who I revere. When we were in Teachers Training College, we had the best. Dorothy Martin, Sylvia Mills, Dulcie Richardson, Eileen Woods, Whitman Brown, Dr. Milton Whitaker. Those were our teachers in Teachers College. Okay. That's how we learned to teach, because we had good. And I remember Mrs. Theophilus, God bless her soul, from St. Lucia.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to say that our guest speaker is the Honorable Dr. Joel Clark, the Minister of Sustainable Development. And now we know we are pushing for island sustainable state, sustainable island state. Yeah. She's our guest speaker this year. She's a graduate and an alumni of the Sandy Point High School. She was one of those students.
Last call. Wait, want to take this call? Just in case.
We'll take the call.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I want to answer the question.
Please.
Go ahead.
That's out there. The president for the Thinkers chapter is Sherman Stevens, and the main president is Stuart Williams.
Okay, that is quite correct. Dr. Stuart Williams. Very good, very good. So we have the name.
Congratulations.
This is Irene Halliday.
Oh, this is Irene Halliday. Okay. Yeah, this is one of our big supporters as well.
Congratulations, Irene.
She's already here for the event.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I was saying, Dr. Clark, as a student in Sandy Point High School, she was one who led her class. There were 3 students I remember in that class, and it was either first, second, or third between those 3 students.
Wonderful.
The other one is Dr. Shervin Richardson. I can't remember who the third person is, but it was a very good class, very competitive class. So we are looking forward to a strong motivational speech from Dr. Clark. And I'm proud to say that she was one of my students.
She was one of mine too, Mr.
Oh, boy.
let me.
They both taught her.
Yeah, but I was principal.
Oh, you were principal. Okay.
My duty was to create the environment
Okay.
for learning, teaching and learning to take place. And I'm
With
telling
the belt.
you, I was
With
very
the strap.
serious about
With
that.
the strap.
Yes. Let me end by really commending our president, Ms. Stevens. You see her size is very petite, small. But as Jamaicans would say, she talawa.
Yep.
We have some big, tall, strapping men in our group. Stephen Duggins, myself, Dr. Pemberton, and some. But she keeps us in line. She's good.
I try.
And she has really been working to push this banquet to be successful. She's given me strong competition, because usually I'm the top seller. For these events, I'm the top seller. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And she has given me a run for my money this year.
Go, Miss Stevens.
I want to thank her on behalf of all of SPBS for her hard work.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And Miss Sylvain, you gave me the present, but likewise, we're gonna just keep giving the gift. And as I said, give it to somebody that really needs it.
Okay.
So thank you, Miss Henry, and I paid it forward.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
so we all, Mrs. Halliday, Irene Halliday, are a gift as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Such a beautiful morning this morning.
It is a lovely morning. I actually have to visit some folks who came in from the States to give them their tickets to the banquet.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're calling. They are calling.
They're serious. They're making sure. Making sure they're ready.
Yes. So we wish you well.
Yes.
We wish this event well, and we wish only good things for your society. And we want to say, continue doing the amazing job that you guys are doing. Continue paying it forward. Continue with the theme, which is,
We
again,
give back so others can move forward.
Yes,
That's
giving
the
back
motto.
so
The motto,
others may move forward.
Yes.
Wonderful, yes.
Yeah, we would like to thank all those who called in and participated.
Yes.
It tells me that people are listening. I was surprised to hear Mr. Astafan calling in.
He's listening.
That's good. Yeah, you know.
And we would like to thank you folks at Win FM for having us. Should have been 15 minutes, I was told, but thank you for the extended time.
Oh, we were in good company.
Yes. And of course, once again, we paid it forward. It is for a good cause.
Yes. And we thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Yes.
All right.
Found the sound 98.9
My granny always said prevention is better than cure. I remember this every time I think of ransomware and my business. Ransomware is a form of malware that provides criminals with the ability to lock a computer from a remote location and then display a pop-up window informing the user that it will not be unlocked until a sum of money is paid. Don't be held at ransom. Have effective and updated internet security software and firewall running before going online. Never reply to or click on links in spam emails from companies or individuals you do not know. Remember, when it comes to ransomware, prevention is better than cure. Stop ransomware. Visit getsafeonline.kn to find out more.
Get ready for a dazzling showcase of talent, intelligence, and beauty at the 41st edition of Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Team. Join us on December 30th, 2023 at 8 p.m. sharp at the St. Kitts Marriott Hotel. Experience the brilliance of delegates from the Caribbean nation, including Mr. Kyla Hart Johnson, representing St. Kitts and Nevis. Our special guest host, comedian Fat Man George from Grenada. Power Pack performances by Soca Super, Lucas H.E., along with other local and regional performers, accompanied by the Greenhouse Band. Get your tickets fast for $80 EC before December 25th, or pay $100 EC thereafter. Don't miss the chance to watch the show live on sknvibes.com. It's the 41st annual Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen, where stars are born. Special thanks to our major sponsors, First Federal Credit Union, SL Hosford and Company Limited, Open Interactive, and Timothy Beach Resort. Join us and be a part of this legacy.
Christmas is coming. On Thursday, 21st December, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Ministry of Small Business and Entrepreneurship, present Agri-Christmas Night Market for 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. Featuring local produce, cooked food, fresh fish and meat, grilled lobster, fruitcake, moist and nice, sour products, the Nevis Abattoirs, smoked beef, smoked ham, and rotisserie chicken. Goat water and cook up with and without oink. Watermelon eating competition. Egg eating contest. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Boil egg? Fry egg? Raw egg? Me no know. Come to the market. Cultural performances by the Monkey Hill Bull Troop, Zach Musical String Band, and Sills Masquerade. Musical entertainment by DJ Sugar Bowl and the Road March Jumps Grand Masters. Registration forms are available at the public market, the Ministry of Agriculture, 3rd floor government headquarters, and the Department of Agriculture, like Greed. So, save the date for the Agri Christmas Night Market, Thursday, 21st December, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the public market.
And we are back. It's 9:21, and clashing clocks in here. One clock is saying one clock is saying one thing,
and another is saying the next.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I like that clashing clocks.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you guys, I was thinking we should take a listen to the National Security Advisor.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and see what he has to say, because I get the impression that, you know, with Carnival coming up, you know, we just had some murders in Anguilla, or I would say sister island, not one of our sister islands, Anguilla, and you know, that was sounds pretty ugly on that side, and I'm thinking, with Carnival coming up, and you know, we all know some of the unsavory things. We all know some of the unsavory things that happen during Carnival and so on. So here's hoping that we don't break. Let's just hope we don't go beyond 30. That's all.
Somebody said, right, Jamson, now that you mentioned 30, that how the murders are being reported, it's like it's being reported without empathy or sympathies. It's just like another one. And I am trying to understand how we're supposed to report it. If we're supposed to do it like in death announcement style, and I'm not being sarcastic, but how else can you report a homicide and be more empathetic?
Yeah, I guess that's the person's way of expressing maybe the desensitization that we've all undergone, because, you know, it's happening so often.
We just like another one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but you have a point. I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna start acting like we had a funeral every time somebody. I mean, I think we're sufficiently sober when we talk about these things.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody's whooping it up and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and being unnecessarily light about it, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah, because nobody's laughing. We just say, boy, another young man lost his life.
Yeah. Okay, so let's hear what the statement by Dr. Lionel Rollins. You know, he's our National Security Advisor for the government of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Season's greetings. I am Dr. Lionel von Frederick Rollins, the National Security Advisor to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. Christmas and Sugarmas are here again. 'Tis the season to fete. It's the season to wine and dine and enjoy our cultural festivities. While you fete, lime, wine, or dine, the Ministry of National Security and our nation's law enforcement agencies are doing their part to keep everyone safe. We are at the grind, day and night, doing our part to ensure public safety is maintained. As is customary, the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and the St. Kitts and Nevis Defence Force will be a commonplace and active presence on the streets during the season. During Carnival season past, there were numerous instances where festivities were curtailed suddenly because of fighting or other forms of violence. Each time this had to happen, it not only caused fetters and spectators a great deal of disappointment, it also resulted in significant financial losses for vendors and cottage businesses that were unable to retail their stocks. This year, the Police and Defence Force will be monitoring our streets with added vigilance. Any attempt to kill the carnival vibe by those who refuse to do better will not be tolerated. If you feel like you need to start something, don't bother unless you see how quickly you can go from jamming in the band to banned from the jamming. You decide. The Police and Defence Force will perform their duties swiftly and strictly. If they catch you being naughty, you will sleep at 1840. Work with us. We are each responsible to ourselves and for ourselves. It can only be a plus if we all kept that fact in mind, even while pelting waste in the ban. Help us help you. Everyone deserves to be out and about, enjoying the seasonal festivities and the vast arrays of culture and talent on display. Let's all be out in these streets, having good and safe fun. Finally, do have a blast this carnival season. Let's ring in 2024 on a high and positive note. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's go and have some fun.
Yes, so
I like that.
yes, a nice message from the.
He's rhyming.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
not the usual stuffy boilerplate you usually hear from these officials. You know?
Yes.
If you choose not to behave, you'll be sleeping at 1840.
Yes.
That sounds like a T-shirt.
If you choose to be naughty, you'll be sleeping at 1840.
I think maybe the security forces should have that on a T-shirt. A kind of an unorthodox approach to policing.
Yeah,
you
like
you
it.
put something on the T-shirt to make people laugh, but at the same time, hey,
I'm serious.
I don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Yeah.
But it's funny, EK on Issues yesterday, he mentioned something about that, where he said, if everything gets mashed up, then the vendors who are making the most of their money, maybe to take them over to next year, will lose that. So everybody's imploring us all to behave. We're not going to point fingers. We're not going to say you're going to do that or you're going to do that. Just behave. Go out and behave. If you know you're not going to be tolerant of somebody mashing you or somebody shoving you, stay at home.
Do we have a
But
call?
Please go out and behave. Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Yeah, so just wake up.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Jam Down.
Jamster,
Mm-hmm.
the Director of National Security was just there. As a clip.
Clip.
A clip.
Is a clip?
Yes.
Where we poor people up Market Street thanking him very much. But he should have gone a little broader with it. Any one of them feel they could mash up National Carnival with the nonsense. They're supposed to go over 1840 till we're ready for them sometime in March next year. They're calling a wussy to do it on all the media house. Let her hear how serious this is. Never mash up thinkers. The truth is right, as the sister was just saying. We cannot go in town and stop these poor vendors from making a big little dollar. Their customer that make sure that they make the money and everybody happy. We don't want them nonsense in town. And all the band them who seems to be promoting it. All the big band them. Shame on all attire. I've been watching it for years. And I want Wussy to pay attention as the national security chief. Pay attention. And I warning the police them. Anywhere they see the nonsense, lock them up till next year. Lock them up. Any one of them. Don't be afraid. This country got law, and the lawlessness is not going to take over here. Not even when me around. I will point it out with the nonsense. Come on! From the days.
Okay, so let's
let's
move to the next question now.
We don't want them things.
Let's
We
move to
want
the
a good carnival this year.
Jam down. Wait. Let's
Yeah,
move.
I
Let's
hear.
move to the next question. Where's our cake?
May I hear you?
Where's our cake?
Where is the cake?
Where's
Man,
our-
I don't see I in tongue. I don't get cake. I don't get drink. Cake send up the pressure. We don't know who is diabetic. I want to say good morning to my doctor, Dr. Reginald Alacklin. Great guy. I'm looking forward to spot him out in the clown suit. Happy Christmas, Doc.
Yeah, same to you.
You take care.
Yeah, okay,
Win
great.
FM.
Okay,
We love
cool.
you. And I happy Christmas, and let me continue this journey.
Okay. The ham gets no mercy though. I'm just putting that out there. On my side. There. You eat ham, Izzy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Christmas ham.
Yeah.
Yes. It's wonderful. Yes.
You know, when I was a kid though, our family we used to have ham at Easter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're lucky you have ham more than once during the time.
Yeah, it's funny, like when I said that, but I used to see other families, but it seems as though it's kind of fallen out of flavor. I don't see it as much now.
So you never had the Easter eggs during Easter?
No, meaning it's like saltfish and so on. But we would have ham as well. We'd have a Christmas.
Because that's meat, right?
We'd have an Easter ham, but then it's pickled meat, so there's no blood technically. You know what the Easter requirements are. So it's like herring and what do you call it? Herring, saltfish. What's the other one? Mackerel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a call. Caller, go right ahead. Hello, caller.
Caller, you're live. Identity?
I guess not. So yeah, I really hope. Actually, I like the National Security Advisor's approach. I like the way I like the approach. It was kind of pithy in the sense that there are some lines in there that nicely condense everything he's saying. That if you're just remember those lines, they're catchy. If you remember them, you basically have the essence of what he's trying to say. Behave yourself.
It is serious but witty.
Yes.
And so the message is, and I think it goes with the whole, Christmas season.
Yeah.
And the wit and, so it's...
And everybody's short attention span.
Yes.
Yeah,
So right now you're in a festive mode. Yes. Go ahead. We have a caller. Caller, you're live?
Well, I know Sharon was trying to call me this morning, and I was like saying hello, and she wasn't hearing me, so I don't know what's going on with the phones. And then she called back and she said, "Yeah, I heard you saying hello," and okay. So 9:33. So yesterday I had wanted to throw out this topic. Doesn't seem like okay. Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning to you, brother. Youngster.
Hey, what's up?
I give thanks. I'm brother Azard, son and morning, and my mother of earth.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. I would like to extend my Banshang wishes to Yamdong. May he live to see many more with the love of the Almighty Kadamai Highness Selassie the First, and her Royal Highness the men of Azard and our ancestors, giving him courage and wise mind to continue his will in working for the way of people.
Sounds good. And Merry Christmas and Happy Carnival to you as well too, Aya. Oh, he's gone already? Sounds like. Okay, what's going on with the phones? Yeah, so I remember we had suggested a topic yesterday. It would be nice if persons would call in and tell us some of the things from Christmas and Carnival past that you miss or things you loved that we don't do anymore. I would love to hear from you guys on that.
Do we still polish floors? Let me start. Do you remember polishing wooden floors, Jamster?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And breaking up the house? Did y'all break up the house in Ghana? We broke up the
Oh,
house.
you mean
we pushed everything to the side.
Change around the furniture?
Change around.
They used to, but that used to happen throughout the year.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
Christmas is a big thing. We roll up the carpet, we clean it off, we push the furniture to the side. So we leave the house basically in a disarray. We leave up the curtains until the night before Christmas, and that's when we decorate and we polish and everything. And when you come out Christmas morning, oh gosh, the smell of pepper pot, polished floors, new curtains.
God, pepper pot for Christmas. Oh boy.
Oh Lord, what do you know about pepper pot?
No, I'm just thinking. To be honest, right? A lot of times when I read or hear people from down the islands talk about their food, right? St. Kitts is really different, in a sense. A lot of those things, callaloo and pepper pot and.
But our pepper pot is different. Our pepper
rundown
pot is,
and all these things. And
not like Antigua's.
And you're like, I always feel a little envious.
No.
I just sound so.
So. What is a
cool,
typical
like,
Kittian breakfast for Christmas morning?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Oh, for Christmas morning?
Yes.
Well, maybe you'll have some of the ham. You might have some of the ham. You might have ham and eggs. You might have bacon.
Okay.
Well, I guess tea.
Oh, wow.
Some people might have a giant malt because, usually... usually you
so there's not a typical breakfast because ours is pepper pot, homemade bread, and hot you know the chocolate tea, you know
Yeah,
the stick chocolate that you
yes,
boil. That is our Christmas
Yes,
morning
I
breakfast.
love that. Oh my
boy.
God, I love that.
I want to go home for Christmas.
Isn't there a song? I wanna be home for Christmas. Dun, 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 for Christmas.
You
Isn't
mean
that song?
Kendrick George's song?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out that it. It's not coming to me, but I know one exists because there's the next one with "I'll be home for Christmas." Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be home for Christmas.
But I think Azard is onto something. He's actually onto something. But
Yes.
Lord, okay, Kitchens, can you call in and say what's a typical Christmas breakfast? I thought the ham was for lunch, though. I didn't thought the ham became breakfast so early until the next day.
I guess maybe I'm talking about myself. I sneak off
but
a slice, I don't know.
But yeah, I remember. I used
Lady,
probably-
watch your ham. Jams is sneaking off pieces.
Turkey. Oh yeah, I usually
The ham would be
turkey-
for breakfast, I think.
Have
for
some,
sure,
some
you know.
turkey. Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
think
early?
the ham was, yeah.
I thought the ham was for lunch and
'Cause-
then
But
on
I
the
know-
26th it becomes breakfast.
I know. Yeah. Like days after, you'll cut up some with some
I could
eggs. and like you do ham and eggs.
Eating bread and ham in the morning.
Okay.
And then cause trust me, this lunch used to take for a while. Take a while.
A while you mean to finish, right?
Oh
preparing.
boy! You're eating linner. Lunch and dinner.
Linner. I like that one.
Oh,
It's as though
boy.
you just used to have
You have
'cause-
brunch because
Yeah.
usually you have breakfast late too.
Yeah.
So yeah, dinner later on.
Yeah, lunch and dinner together.
Yeah, Lino later on because everybody's cooking this Christmas lunch and never
boy.
comes at lunchtime.
Never.
It's true.
Nope. Because as you said, you wake up, you Christmasing, you opening presents,
Yes.
and especially for your family home, you having your eggnog and everything, and everybody picking off and eating and
Yeah.
whatever. And then when you realize, oh gosh, let me go start the pot. It's 11. No time for 12.
Yes, exactly. And for me, I came from like the extended family household. So, you had your aunties, you had your uncle, you had your mother, your father. So, but that extended family. So everybody doing something. You're waiting for the auntie, for me at least, to cook and everything. So it was, you had to wait a while.
Nice, yeah.
Wait a while.
Just lit on,
Yeah.
on Christmas.
So I could recall the ham and the bread to, to
Okay,
hold
breakfast,
you.
okay.
But one of the other things I used to like as a kid was I used to love going into the city on Christmas Eve. When the stores used to be, it doesn't happen so much now. The stores used to be open till like 12 in the night and so on.
The young people still come down. Some of the stores go maybe up to 10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing's the same anymore.
Yeah.
We had the best days.
But let me ask you a question. Are you guys feeling the Christmas feeling as you once did before?
For
Because
me,
Christmas
no.
is
Christmas-
Monday and it feels like
No.
But Christmas is because Christmas is being increasingly shunted to the side. Where I mean, in fact, you get the impression Christmas is sort of like a mild annoyance to people. Oh, let's get that out of the way so we can go and jam at 167 beats per minute behind grandmasters or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, because the DJs. I'll give you a story. My wifey went to a Christmas party, right? And she was saying they didn't even play any Christmas music. No, it was just
ring off
raw.
your
Yes, raw wireless basically, and wireless and dancehall, wireless and dancehall. That was just it. No Christmas music, no romantic vibe, nothing.
We're catering for the now and not for what was or still is.
Yeah, and so nobody cares about that stuff.
someone
now.
just messaged me and said, but I'm not feeling carnival. So,
Yeah,
so.
I think as you get older too, you outgrow Christmas. I want to say I've outgrown it, but maybe if I get it a setting where there's a big tree and gifts and family and local GT food, it'll come back to me. But the fact that I'm not doing anything, it just is like,
The thing is, I guess Christmas will never be as magical as it was.
You think it's because
when
of the
we were-
whole
when we were
technology
kids.
and everything? Like
That's part of it, but also there's a kind of magical nature to childhood.
Yeah.
That just doesn't apply when you have to pay rent, you have to pay a mortgage, you have kids.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
It's really easy to forget all of that stuff when you have to worry about, all those
Providing it.
adult things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas as a kid, I mean, the thing that consumed the day was like, I wonder what Uncle Basil is gonna buy me for Christmas, or what my Aunt Lindley is gonna buy me, or what my mom is gonna buy me, or
You couldn't wait for that.
That was what was or like, I wonder how much money they're gonna give me. So when I go downtown Christmas Eve, I want to go buy some cotton candy. I hope that's what you're thinking. That's what you're looking forward to.
And thinking about the next morning when you wake up, what's gonna be under the tree for me?
I know.
You want to go downtown and get some ice cream, and that's the stuff you're thinking about, and and maybe sneaking a beer. You're 10 years old, but like you sneak and buy a beer.
The Jams are just telling himself.
I'm just saying.
Jamsa, you've been buying that beer from an early start.
No. I mean, come on, man. What are you?
But
are you a priest?
But as children, we thought twice about doing stuff like that because we always thought somebody was looking at us to go buy alcohol or to go buy a beer.
I have to make a confession. What is it? Confession. Yes. Even to this point, I have no urge to buy a beer.
Azard, can somebody come try him out? I swear he was gonna say, I confess that I had a beer one time when I went downtown.
You never had a beer?
I've had a beer, but I don't have the urge. I don't. It's just more of a social thing, and somebody say, "Oh yeah, okay, so I have that beer. Yeah, cool, no problem. Yeah."
And you remember like Christmas Eve, you go in Wisconsin on 4th Street, and like the best $50 bread with chopped ham or sausage, just because.
Well,
you have money, you can go buy all sorts of other stuff, but there's just something about, with a red soft drink or like a Coke or and then the ice cream place next door, the Chattertons.
Okay.
And going in there and
For me, it was on the streets of Old Road. You had the Shaka Shop. You had Toots who had the bread and cheese and everything like that. Yeah. And then you had the Cali. Cali still is open. You had the chicken and chips during those times, and people would go to his bar and stuff like. People still go to his bar, but Shaka, the shop where he was once was closed down and stuff like that. It's just the environment,
Here's one thing that you guys might remember too. I remember
I had a country Christmas jam store.
Actually, speaking of the ham, we have to try and get one of those Nevis hams. I've been hearing everybody talk about these.
Well, today's the day to get the Nevis ham because the night market is today from 5 to 10, and Grandmasters will be there.
Yes, I just had an idea. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. But I remember this. I remember this from Christmas. I remember distinctly this happening one Christmas Eve. Burning Flames came here there was one really seminal Christmas tour that they had in St. Kitts, where it just changed everything for the bands after that here. I mean, the band started to realize, hey boy, we were playing with transistor radios before these guys showed up. So get this picture in your mind. Burning Flames played on the road for like maybe 10 hours, just going around Bastia, and basically destroyed a whole bunch of crystal. TDC had a store, like a touristy store where they'd sell crystal and a lot of fragile things, and they had them stored in the windows right there where basically Republic Bank would be now, right? And all the stuff got broken up. So like
including the window?
Not the window, but the stuff, because the shells were glass, everything just fell down, broken. So
because of the vibration?
Yes, and a lot of that happened, and so that was like a big wake-up call. So I remember the next year it was interesting. Christmas Eve, after 8, we were lying there on 4th Street, and all the crystal and stuff was
packed away.
No, they put them to lie down on the ground, and it was very interesting. So you could still see them, but everything was lying on its side, on the rug on the ground, and all the glass shells were
taken down.
I just laughed because I was like, oh, okay, you guys learned your lesson. When a band is gonna send a badge ahead of them full of speakers, to play, that's something we never seen before. They used to send a badge from Antigua with this sound system, with the sound system. That's how serious these guys were. Yeah, serious, and lots of speakers. I mean, they had enough speakers to give all the bands here speakers.
Oh, wow.
That's how behind we were.
Burning Flames is timeless, though. They're timeless.
Yeah.
When you hear people hear their music and they still rock into it, they're timeless. You know what I also missed?
Which one
too?
was your favorite Christmas song?
Like,
okay, so you have the traditional Christian Christmas song, and then you have the more,
But the carols, which are basically Christmas hymns.
Christmas carols, and then you have the
secular songs like Mariah Carey.
There's this
and
guy
stuff like
from
that.
Jamaica. He sings, "We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas." We used to clean up to that song when I was a kid.
Actually, really?
What's his name? Oh boy,
Jacob Miller. I have it right here.
Is it Jacob Miller?
I have it right here. But would you believe that you just brought that up? But you know what's funny?
What's that?
I have that CD, and it's only last night. I've had that CD for about 5 years. It's only last night I got around. Literally last night I got around to. I need to get this on my hard drive for my controller.
You're right.
Yeah.
Jacob Miller,
Yes.
Naughty Christmas, 1978. And that song is still on to know. Like I could envision being a kid
You
and
want to do a
listening
little
to
bit?
that
You
song.
could listen a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for. I'm trying to find it here.
She has it already, Jamster.
Where's my Christmas?
she upstaging you at the
Oh,
DJ.
have it first thing too.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
first one. Let me see.
Somebody say it's October and I'm listening to this. Who else is listening to this? So somebody was listening to this in October 6 years ago.
Someone says, yes, Jamster, I remember those days. I think they mean with the ham. And then did somebody said, Burning Flames wasn't no joke. Someone also says, guys, do the kids still have cork guns? Still? Are they banned? And they said, someone says, no Christmas without ham.
Look, somebody said the same song I was telling you about. I've listened to this music since I was a little boy, and it always brings back the feeling of Christmas. When I grew up and played in a musical band, we also played some tracks from the album. Yeah.
Okay.
All year and New Year's are just the same. Christmas on a broke pocket day. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Yes, that's it.
Nice album.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to secular...
Which one I like, though?
Which one, then?
All I want for Christmas, Carty.
Yes, the herb is because all of that is part of it.
Oh, you mean part of that song?
No,
a different song.
Azard,
Azard.
that's what I want to know where he come from. Where are the
Carty talking about marijuana?
Yeah,
all
no,
I want
but
for Christmas, Carty.
It's only when I got older I understand what it was. Because, you know, sometimes as a kid you sing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But my uncle would play this.
Right now, I thought some curb free now, but to them it's a Christmas. Do this day a flower day. But not forget lock up them things that we done with. I will legalize rock. All we want for Christmas, Cali her. My Cali her. My Cali.
You never heard that one?
I think I heard it. It just didn't stick. And then, you know, and then he had somebody that remixed to that song saying that all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. Yeah, remember that one there?
Yes.
But they had a whole barrage of things that they wanted.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, and the next favorite song is on the first day of Christmas.
My
that
true-
one was the
my
next
true
one
love
too.
to me.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the next Christmas song too. Oh my gosh.
And it was very funny. If you listen to the lyrics, when you talk about Brocker and Brock, I went downtown to get a job. He got a job, and then what?
The police
Start feeling a little better now. Sweep out the office.
You know which song I had like? Because it was kind of Caribbean. Why didn't Santa come for Christmas?
Oh,
yeah, that's
you remember that one?
Yeah, I have that.
You could play a little bit of that one there?
Sure. Yeah, wait, let me play a little bit of the other one. Where is it?
Russ, I would like this song. Let's play.
I'm looking for 12 days of. I'm looking for 12 days of. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This song is going out to all the
This is.
Oh,
This is
that's the dub version. What
That's
the
the dub
what is
version of
going
the
on?
first
Yes.
day of Christmas.
Wait there.
I imagine this Christmas rain all
Listen, like all of these songs we had at Christmas, so they bring back Christmas vibes, but I still want the big tree and all the family together and the follows
First day of Christmas, my feelings wasn't good. I am broke, I'm broke. I don't know what to do this and there. On the second day of Christmas, my belly start to roll. Pick me out a door and I don't know what to really do. On the third day of Christmas, the rent man start to bawl. Be a lift out a door and I don't know what to do this year. On the fourth day of Christmas, the people whispering, I can't get the privacy and I don't know what to really do. On the fifth day of Christmas, I try and get to work, sweep out the office, mix little coffee, and I'm just feeling little better now.
You know, he had a unique sense of humor, I have to say. And then the next verse is like, police beat him up.
Yeah, boy.
And I don't know what I really do. Phone's going crazy now.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Caller, go right ahead. Wow. Okay, you guys, call back. Yeah, so, yeah, that is funny. I mean, Mr. All about music, and I didn't even think about the music aspect. I was just thinking about all the other stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, music makes it. And of course, all I want for Christmas.
Oh, Maria.
Boom. Just bring down the stage.
you.
Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
Hey.
Yes, morning.
I'm defending the peace program. The sound in the jam. Then, when tempers flared, the sound was, but what's wrong with you? Peace on. It did work. People, the government is trying, and other media people too, is trying to make it seem for political reasons as though it bore no positive fruits, which is, and we all know that any real and biased person in St. Kitts, because everybody sleep good for a time at least. People walk, and the people who were killing one another did not say peace and come up with some kind of out up in the sky program that the Prime Minister is suggesting. He's kind of, I don't know if the people they made good. It wasn't a talk. The people who were in confrontation with each other that then only know how to settle it with a gun. No, was socializing. They play football, cricket, and basketball together. They party in the same place, and it was not just a one-shot thing. Still to today, unknown to the present administration, they are reaping positive, because as much as the people they catch, they will not catch nobody. Positive benefits are still coming out of the program. I am saying, whether money went here or there, the money was used positively. Poverty is the basic cause of crime. You go in, travel the world and see the difference in the police that patrol the wealthy neighborhoods and the police that patrol the hoods and the ghettos, as is most of St. Kitts neighborhoods. When they meet the youth in Frigate Bay, the little rich white youth, the police would ask him if he's okay. When they meet me, they want to know where I'm coming from, and they got to go in my pocket and all over me. The program, it was an effort. It was something that was instituted for a positive reason, for a positive purpose. If everything about it was not perfect, so be it. Nothing is. There was good things.
Let me ask a
we
question.
can point fingers at people who benefited, who came out. We can see the positives.
But
It's not-
Mazai, let me ask a question. What did you think of the National Security Advisor's address? Addressing.
Address.
Okay. Well, he was basically.
What I'm saying,
He was basically saying.
as a father,
Hello.
as a father,
Mm-hmm.
a grandfather, a great-grandfather, and a victim too. Because my children them run up in the mountain and could tell you how we feel gunpowder where we were burn up skin. Man come in me yard and kill a man pouring concrete one Sunday. The program did work. If the present administration had any common sense, sorry to put it that way, they would have tried to sit down with the players, find out what they can find out about the program, how it worked, know how it was affecting people. Actually, the whole administration enjoyed, including the Prime Minister, enjoyed a period, a quietness, a peace.
But
knowing that the man them out there ain't trying to breach the peace. Because even if it's the money that was the incentive, it was for a good purpose. And many put it to good use. It was not just the money per se, it was the opportunity. It was to be recognized again as a regular human being and not as those people are the gangster them who is us and our children.
Okay, Mazai, we have to leave it there. We have like 1 minute left. I mean, I really don't
Have a
think.
good day.
Yeah, we can continue this another day. I really don't think though that this is something that should have been, that could go on in perpetuity. It just would be impractical. In a sense, throwing good money after bad, because I feel like there should have been additional regiments added to just giving them money. How about retraining or training them in I mean, all these people.
People is real people.
Yeah, of course.
People got
of course.
degrees too, you know.
Of course.
But what I'm saying, it wasn't just the money, was knowing that a lot of people out of work. And that was because a man wanted to rob a man. And so while a man get an opportunity to balance himself, because they acquired loans, some start car rental, boat business, farm business, landscaping business. They started many businesses, still exist that came out of it. It was not paying demand them like that, no. It was something to keep you balanced, like the PEP program, like the YES program. Even then, many of the people were given a choice whether they wanted to stay on the on the peace program or the PEP program. Some chose the PEP, some chose the peace. It wasn't money that was just thrown around. It was something in your pocket till you could balance.
Okay.
And I think too
It ain't
they
a
had
one-sided program.
they had
but when you get
persons.
something, when a politician decide to take everything and take the peace and real security a people and take for granted the players, the people who was really involved and really affected, take them for granted and just throw up a talk for politics purpose here. We ain't going nowhere. The administration going down the wrong path. They got something called conflict resolution, and it ain't so. It go if them people bright. Bless up.
Okay,
Thank you
great.
for your
And Merry
contribution.
Christmas, Happy Carnival.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said in the past that about the peace program, it wasn't ideal, but at the same time, I gave them credit for trying something different, right? And let's face it, you can't put a price on a life. That was my main rationale.
But
in
I think a lot of-
rationalizing what they did, that was my main thing. I mean, I've had arguments with people. I said, well, yeah, it's not ideal, but you can't really put a price on a life. So if they're paying, okay, maybe they're paying people some money to keep them quiet and
I think
keep
persons you
peaceful.
look at it as just paying, but I mean it was a form of employment in some sense.
Yeah, well, that's what I
To
mean.
say-
yeah.
but you know, there were persons who took advantage of the system.
Yeah,
but there
absolutely.
was some sort of employment. So you know, you had that. In addition to that, there were persons who were there to speak to the young men and some sort of, consultation or something of the like. And then he had the pathway they would able to get loans and stuff like that. There was criticism that persons they got loans easier than other persons. So it wasn't a foolproof program.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then there was a situation where it had become strongly politicized. So that had its own negative. But all in all, they at the time had a reduction in the number of homicides.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, there are still persons who make the arguments that what we're seeing is as a result of what was there then. But
at least it's possible that 30 people would have been alive now.
So
I'm
think,
not saying
yeah.
I don't have a. I'm not saying I am for or against. I'm just.
What I'm saying is that these are programs that I put in place, and I think I had a conversation with someone who was close to the program, and it seemed as though as soon as the new administration came in, it was like, okay, then those persons who were dealing with it, go aside, we're just going to do what we have to do. But I'm saying it oftentimes when governments come in, or new administrations come in, I think it's important, even though you feel as though the persons who were working was maybe loyal to the other party or whatever, have that conversation, have that meeting ground where you have that continuation. It's not just haphazard close off, That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. And like I felt like it should have been evolved into a kind of like, let's say, an advanced training program, because I remember saying at one point, all of these people, as bad as they were, they must have something in their heart that they always like to do. You might very well talk to one of these guys and they say, boy, I always wanted to get into pottery or something like that. Find that calling in their heart of hearts, and help them to think. A lot of the things might be maybe non-traditional, but it should have been basically an advanced training and job program. I mean, if a guy wants to be a mechanic, and he say he wants to specialize in automotive electronics, okay, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
And provide the training and all of that, because I feel like everybody has in their heart of hearts something that speaks to them, and they'd be like, boy, I'd like to make that a career.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yes.
So 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. You guys don't have anything to say before we go?
I just want
Kate to go home and get some rest.
Yeah, and it's the 21st of December. Yes, so, wonderful program this morning. And I'm still wondering, is Santa going to come for Christmas, in the sense that, Jamsa, you know that song, why didn't Santa come?
He's not going to come when you're wearing a hat like that.
What? This yellow hat?
But it's the wrong color.
What's the wrong color?
But Christmas is red and green.
Red and green.
Yeah.
And
those are the
gold.
colors. Well, yeah.
Remember they went into the forest and cut down a tree and put on yellow and gold ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
Let me see.
Wait. That stuck with you?
Before we go.
And a lot of other things.
I'm going to Google official colors for Christmas. Let's see.
Red and green, as James said.
It's red and green.
I think they just put in gold somewhere.
Gold is sort of informal.
I know
think.
white is in there and silver is in there.
Okay, so looking at this, it says, of course, there's other festive elements that represent the holiday, whether they be related to faith, the first snow of the season, or red and green, the official colors of Christmas that symbolizes that it's holiday, much like orange and black for Halloween. Okay.
Yeah. Red and green.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So someone says, is yellow a Christmas color? The color gold is considered to represent royalty and wealth.
Because God did get some gold from
I thought that was purple.
They say here, poor people who couldn't afford gold, colored decorations substituted yellow. Gold was an important part of Christmas story because gold was one of the gifts the wise men brought to Jesus. So I'm going to use that. So I am wearing this golden,
Of course you will. Of course you will. Of course you will.
The gold.
I knew this is what really. I knew this is what he was saying. You know, see, he found out. He probably made up that whole cloth just now.
Listen.
I'm sure he's not reading. He probably made it up.
He drew to his profession. Look. Even his golden lamp.
This is a very golden lamp, you know?
Yes.
Yes. And you know, I could imagine the three wise men who came to Jesus had lamps like this. You know, the three, what do you call it? We three men of Orient are bringing gifts. You have that song, we could close it up with that jam star, that would be a perfect.
I should be able. I just hope we don't get a copyright strike, but yeah.
And you say, you know, Star of Wonder.
That's the sucky thing about this show and about having to stream to you.
Westward leading, still proceeding.
Guide us by, is it by or through your joyous light? I don't remember.
But James is going to pull up that song, so we're going to have a little, once it doesn't.
To the Federation, have a great day.
We three
wow.
kings.
We three kings.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Can I find that anywhere?
Let me see.
And for all those who listen and comment, we really, really appreciate you.
Yes, we really appreciate you guys.
To seeing you tomorrow.
Yes, it is always wonderful to have you guys commenting, expressing your views, regardless what those views are. Once it's respectful and it's your opinion, we can't fault you for your opinion, you know.
Never will we.
Yes, and so we welcome all varying views once it's done in a respectful manner. And yeah, we three kings. Okay, that ain't song like, let me see, we three kings of Orient.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny. There was another CD I have called Smooth Jazz that has it on it, and I ripped that the other night. But I don't have it. I don't have it on my drive here.
Let's hope.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts. We traverse afar, fields and fountains, moor and mountains, following your star. Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring.
See, gold.
To crown him again.
Here we go with the gold. It's a hymn when you're talking about gold.
Yes.
In a decidedly non-religious. Okay, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And
Great day, y'all.
yeah. Okay. Gotta get out of here.
Gotta get out of here.
And so you guys
With
gonna
your
look.
gold hat.
You guys gonna go look for your bonus. Your Christmas
today
bonus?
we're supposed to receive something.
Is it today?
Today is payment.
I know
for
today's
civil,
payment for civil service, but
Oh yeah, 21.
So everybody else has to wait until the end of the month. No, that wouldn't make
May,
sense. No, because it's Christmas.
So you know, someone asked me that question. If it's today that the monies would be given to
It's probably today.
Civil servants as well. So you perhaps you could check your bank account.
Yeah,
and
but if
see
it's
if
not
it's
today-
there.
And if they got it, Spend wisely.
Yeah, guys.
Spend
Yo, you don't need half of the thing. Just make sure you have the Christmas ham, the turkey, and cook your dinner and just save some of the money, you know?
Linner, I like that.
Yeah, cook your
Cook
dinner.
your dinner. Because it's the lunch that is served during dinner.
Most people
All
have-
the best, folks.
Yeah, see y'all.
Okay. Don't keep your dinner waiting.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Merry Christmas from